Well, Happy New Year 2025. Today is New Year's Day. We thought we'd have a few friends over for a quick snack this morning. They're munching on some oats and just having a nice breakfast. I know I promised you all some videos of Europe, but I have not had time to get them edited to my satisfaction. So in the meantime, since we have a winter wonderland right now, we missed a white Christmas, but it's nice and snowy for New Year's. We're going to go show you some of the sights around the beautiful city of Bend, Oregon, and some of the surrounding snow parks, just to show you what there is to do in wintertime. So come with us and we'll show you around. All right, folks, we're coming up on our first snow park just outside of Bend, Oregon. This is Virginia Meisner. It's a big cross-country skiing area. Hopefully I'm getting the sign, and there it is. As you can see, the holiday crowds are out in force today. Everybody up here Nordic skiing, and this particular area is also open to snowshoeing. And there's 28 miles of trails throughout this area. And on certain nights, they have like full moon, snowshoe, and Nordic events. And they do a luminary event that's usually in February or March. We might come up and film that as well. People getting ready to start. So they have a little lodge here. I believe sometimes they have snacks. So again, there's 28 miles of trails here, all different levels. They go up to different warming huts. You can build fires in at least one of them that I know of. Signs already deep in snow. I'm having to bend down to take a look at it. A little information about Virginia Meisner, a Bend resident renowned for sharing her skiing passion with many Central Oregonians. Here's the snowshoe trail map. So this is where everybody starts. And you can go all different directions. I'm not going to go too far because I don't want to leave footprints, ruin somebody's day. So it's free to ski here. The only cost is for a snow park permit. They do ask you to donate for grooming. They do an awesome job grooming. I actually used to know one of the groomers. If he's still here, I'm not sure. Justin Goodman, shout out to you if you're still grooming up here at Meisner. All right, folks, we are on our way up to Mount Bachelor ski area to show you some of the sights and activities that you can do up there. Show you a little bit of ODOT taking care of the road here. Some advice to tourists if you are traveling up to Bachelor in the wintertime like now. The roads as you see it pretty much stay this way. If you're in a rental car, make sure to ask if they have winter tires on. A lot of the rental agencies, even in this area where we're pretty heavily snow impacted, don't put winter tires on, but they do provide you with chains. If you don't have good tires and you don't have chains, you might release some of the pressure in your tires to make them a little flatter, and they handle better on the snow. Welcome to Mount Bachelor Ski Area. It is currently about 30 degrees and snowing lightly, and unfortunately it does seem to be a typical day here at Mount Bachelor where you get up on the slopes and it kind of looks like your head is in the inside of a ping pong ball. But the snow is usually great. We usually get lighter, drier powder here than they do on the other side of the Cascades, like Mount Hood. So let's show you around. I worked here for 12 years and was a volunteer ambassador for 2 years before that. So if you have any questions, pop them in the comments and I'll do my best to get them answered. But in the meantime, let's take a little walk and I'll show you around. This building here is the administration building. That's where the directors and a lot of the managers work. That's where I was for my last few years here. I want to show you some interesting sights on this building. All the icicles. And this is one of the original Mount Bachelor logos. So you always want to be careful when you park here because of those icicles and the snow. When it warms up, that snow slides off. A few years ago, there were some cars parked a little closer than this. Like 3 windshields got bashed in because the snow shed off the roof of this building. They are parking them a little further away now, so that's good. That building in front of us is the West Village Lodge. That's the main lodge. That building over there is the retail building. Retail sales, rentals, demos. We'll go in there and take a little look around. Another thing Mount Bachelor offers in conjunction with the Forest Service are snowshoe with a ranger days at certain times. Looks like at 10 and 1. I'm not sure what days they do it anymore. They're probably not operating in the holidays. But it's pretty interesting. They walk them all around like the Nordic trails and off over in that area. And they teach them all about the flora and fauna. I've never done it, but my kids and my niece did one year, and they actually learned a lot. Let's pop into retail. Okay, here's the main ticket counter, guest services. You can come in here, pick up your tickets, sign up for your season pass. Mount Bachelor does take the Icon Pass as well. They've always had a good buyer. They always have some really cute clothing. And in the shoulder seasons, they have some good sales on previous seasons' items. some of the best boot fitters in the country working in this shop. Here's one of them right now.
All right, good.
All right, let's go upstairs, check out the rental area. Bachelor's always had a pretty good selection of rentals, both skis and snowboards. They usually refresh them, I think, every 2 to 3 years. Have a deal with Nokian tires. A lot of times they'll have competitions and hide a tire out on the slope somewhere, and then if you find it, follow the clues and find it, you can win a set of tires. Look out at the West Village parking lot. Rentals. Looks like they got new skis in for this year. Helmets, boots. They also do Nordic ski rentals in the Nordic Center. Let's see if we can pop over to that side of the parking lot as well. There's their tune shop. Pretty reasonable prices. Gotta say hi to this guy. Hi. All right, here we are at the main lift at the West Village Lodge. That is the Pine Marten lift. And again, as you can see, not great visibility up here today. But with it being Christmas time, New Year's, it's one of the busiest days of the year. The Sunrise Village parking lot is already full. Skyliner parking lot's already full. West Village takes quite a bit to park out. It usually doesn't quite fill up first thing in the morning on New Year's Day because people are still sleeping off their New Year's Eve. Let's go inside. So here we have childcare and the little Ripper room. Rippers are lessons for the younger kids. Always had a pretty good daycare program here. And the kids' ski programs are pretty spectacular as well. Okay, gotta show you these. Bachelor's known for its Avi dogs.
My previous, my normal self would do myself so much shit.
Here's Riggins. I know most of these dogs, but Riggins is a good friend of mine's dogs, and just retired last year, I think. He's awesome. Okay, this area is sack lunches. For those old timers, that used to be the Castle Keep back here. Used to be a full kitchen, but now it looks like it's strictly for sack lunches. here is the Clearing Rock Bar. Always a popular spot. Pretty quiet right now, all things considered. Had some pretty good food in here as well. Outdoor seating when weather allows. This is the concierge desk, also the info desk. If you have questions or have anything in Lost and Found, that's where you go. This is West Village Cafeteria. Self-serve pizza. And curry rice bowls this year. Actually, $17 for a double stacked cheeseburger is not bad. I have to admit. Actually, yeah, I'm surprised. Their prices aren't too bad. Salad bar. And your fountain drinks. Potato chips. And they have another bar in the corner if you're here with kids, because they're not allowed in Clearing Rock. And they do have some upstairs seating as well. Let's go back outside. Oh yes, gotta mention Pinnacles. Pretty good espresso. All right, let's check it out. Now here's your outdoor seating. A fire pit, just installed a few years ago. This deck was expanded probably 6 years ago. That is the Little Pine lift. And if you go further down over that way, you'll get to Skyliner and Cloud Chaser. Snow looks awesome though. Visibility not so good. So over here also in this section is where the little kids can learn. It's kind of hidden there, but they have a magic carpet. Kids can ride up on the conveyor belt. Looks like some adults are going too. One nice thing about Mount Bachelor is this hot walk. If I were to ask the building maintenance people if that was true, they'd say no, because it does require a lot of maintenance, but it makes it a lot easier to hike up and down this steep incline when it's just wet pavement and not covered with snow and ice. There are times some of the elements burn out, but for the most part, it stays pretty good. Just have to keep your helmet on because a lot of people turn around and like to smack you in the head. So another quick view of the parking area. This is a quick drop off. It's a 10-minute parking limit. And then this is a bus lane. You can see people here are waiting for the bus. Mount Bachelor does have a shuttle in conjunction with Cascades East Transit in Bend. It's not free, but it's not super expensive. And if you don't like driving in the snow, it's a good way to go. It only stops in town at the Mount Bachelor park and ride, and then up here. In the summertime, I believe it's beginning to stop at some of the other snow parks for mountain bikers and hikers and things like that. One other quick little mention of Mount Bachelor is their Nordic Center. They have some amazing trails and a cute little cabin that you can go in and warm up. Some of the trails out here are really steep. Mount Bachelor Sports Education Foundation puts on the Pole Pedal Paddle race every year in the spring, usually in May. And it is a downhill, a Nordic, a bike, a run, a paddle on the Deschutes, and then another little sprint to the finish line. And the Nordic run is 5 miles, and it's on some pretty steep terrain, but it's a lot of fun. Let's go inside. I'll show you the Nordic Center. As I did mention, they do rentals here as well for Nordic and snowshoeing. Sorry. Oh, you're fine. They also have a pretty good retail shop here. Look out the window, you can see people coming in. And have a downstairs area for sack lunches, and restrooms are down there as well. This fireplace. A little cafe here. They have the best burritos. If you come up here just to see the sights, pop over to Nordic and get yourself a burrito. They're awesome. Coming down Century Drive from Mount Bachelor, here is where you would turn to go to the city of Sun River. We're continuing on our way to Bend. We're going to go to Wanoga Snow Park next and show you some of the fun things you can do there. We are coming up on Wanoga Snow Park now. Home of Central Oregon Adventures, and that is where you can rent snowmobiles for the day and take a tour. Super fun. I have no idea what their prices are right now. I'll find out and pop them up in a text on the video. But if you get a chance and the weather's good and they have a spot open, I would recommend doing it. You go all the way out to Elk Lake because the road past Mount Bachelor is closed in the wintertime. And so you hop on a snowmobile, go from here, and you can ride all the way to Elk Lake, and the resort is open. You can go get a burger and a beer, and then you ride your snowmobile back in the dark. It's super fun when it's dark and the snow is falling. I'm just gonna circle the parking lot right now, kind of give you an idea, but people bring their own snowmobiles up here as well. There's tons of trails back out over in here for snowmobiling as well. You don't have to go all the way to Elk Lake. We actually came out here and got our Christmas tree this year. You can cut them through the Forest Service permit. It wasn't quite this much snow when we came and got our tree, but there was definitely snow on the ground. Goes a snowmobiler. It's a quiet one. So from here, you can go out where that guy was going and head all the way to Elk Lake. Now we're heading into the other half of Wanoga Snow Park. And over on this side, it's going to be a full house today. You have sledding and snowshoeing and cross-country skiing. Let's get over there. Like, these are still snowmobiles parked here.
That was the same.
Oh,
You need to
there
get
is
out.
the chaos.
You need to get out.
I will
and
get
just
out.
run.
So that was Wanoga with all the chaos of people sledding down the hill, putting their children's lives in danger. Children screaming, moms screaming, but it's a lot of fun. Super fun to come and watch. Also noteworthy for Wanoga, like Meisner, it offers a pretty good selection of Nordic skiing trails that are groomed, and you can take your dogs on this one. You cannot take your dogs at Meisner. The whole west side of Century Drive in the wintertime is closed to dogs. Part of that is due to the watershed, and part of it is due to all the recreating people with their snowmobiles and things are on the west side. Really don't want dogs getting run over by a snowmobile. So we keep it closed. Forest Service keeps it closed to dogs in the winter. I think until like May 15th. I'll turn you around. And I'm walking towards the Nordic trails right now. Hi. So they maintain this as long as I can through the spring, as long as the snow stays around. And there's miles of trails, and these miles of trails turn into the mountain bike trails in the summertime. I'm not going to walk too far, so I don't want to walk back. But it is yet another beautiful area in Central Oregon. 15-minute drive from downtown Bend. So another fun option in the wintertime in Bend is to come here to the Pavilion, which is an ice skating rink. And they do open skate, they do hockey, they do curling. A super fun place. There's always music playing and all kinds of stuff to see. So let's take a quick walk inside and I'll show you around. I think there's a hockey match going on right now, so we'll check it out. Hi. So you can rent this space out for private parties. I've seen some birthday parties in here. It's also active in the summertime with roller skating. But today, right now at least, we've got a hockey game going on. Get a closer look. So it's pretty nice because it is covered, as you can see. So when it is snowing or raining, you can still experience the ice and be under the cover. Can get really cold. We did the curling here one season and we came for a practice like at 6 in the morning and it was 10 degrees outside and the wind was just howling through here. Here. So this is all run by Bend Parks and Rec. And they put on a lot of programs. On Fridays in the summer times, they do different themed skates, like disco night or I can't think of the others off the top of my head. But you've got the fire pits here, foosball table outside, some heaters. A lot of times the parents will come and sit around the fire pits while their kids are in there enjoying the skating. Hey everyone, thanks again for watching my video and be sure to like and subscribe. I'd love to have you follow me on some more adventures. Until then, have a great day.